Hello guys, and welcome to episode 14 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as Norsca on very hard difficulty. And today we're continuing with the destruction of Middenheim and Middenland. We're also going to be defending against the challenger of the Hound, who we need to defeat. And then we're probably going to let Azric go back up north and deal with Norden. Aside from that, we're just going to continue down to Altdorf, although it looks like, I think Caron's already been destroyed. Marienberg's destroyed. Eilhart's gone. Grunberg's gone. So I'm not entirely sure what's up down here. Whether or not Kislev's been busy destroying the Empire for me. Or whether or not it might be the Wood Elves or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but the Empire's not in a good spot down there. And, well, Middenheim is definitely dead very soon. I think we'll wait for the challenger of the Hound to come and attack us before we attack Middenheim. But we can definitely get Azric to just move back up to like Longship Graveyard, because what I want to do is get him replenished. So we'll move him back into Longship Graveyard. That'll be the quickest way to do so. He can get Searing Doom cooldown reduction. And where is Dregerer these days? He can actually meet Azric at Longship Graveyard. And what I'm going to do is probably disband one of these Skinwolf units because they're not actually that good. And then what we'll do is, when we can, we'll transfer the Skinwolves we have left, including the Moors of Savagery, to Wulfrik, and then we'll give Wulfrik back that follower who increases Skinwolf traits. Okay. So, technology is finished in one turn, which gives us extra income from sacking settlements. Let's end the turn there, and we'll continue to move towards Norden afterwards. I've also got to be careful that the remainder of the chaos doesn't come up north now and attack me. Diplomacy. 2,000 for a defensive alliance. We don't want a defensive alliance with the vampire counts, otherwise they'll call me into a war with the dwarves, and we don't really want that to happen.
I usually negotiate with my son.
Yeah, we don't want to join that war against the dwarves at all. Longholes is complete, so let's choose a new technology. I think we're going to go for Marauders of the West, mainly because Southern Kingdoms in general might include Kislev, and getting the extra sacking income from the rest of the settlements would be really nice. I was tempted to go towards baying to Morslib to increase the melee defense for Skinwolves and recruitment cost reduction. We could also get like charge bonus for Norse Control, Norsca Ice Troll and Fimir Warriors as well. We'll finish Marauders of the West, and then I think we'll go towards Chaos Surge and Ice-Blooded Strength, since we actually use quite a lot of Trolls, and we use Fimir Warriors as well. Great. So where is the challenger of the Hound? Do we have to move towards him? I hope not. We are replenishing this turn on the sea with Azric. We're just going to chill where we are with Wulfrik. No idea where the challenger of the Hound is. Should be heading our way, honestly. Let's end the turn. We can't build anything because we don't really have enough cash to do so, especially with our upkeep problems. I'm not bothering with that for now. Where is the challenger? I have no idea. But we've got Blood Iron event happening again, so I think we're going to go for the extra melee attack for all units. Let's move towards their last seen location, and maybe we'll have to take them on ourselves. I'll have to attack them. We'll keep Throg and Wulfrik next to each other. Let's get Azric up into Longship Graveyard this turn, which will almost fully replenish his entire army. We will get rid of those skin wolves. And we will have Dregora join the army. At Ice Drake Fjord, we don't want to build just yet. Minus 4,700 per turn at the moment. We've got basically 4 turns before we need to raise something. So we'll take on Vashnar, then 2 turns back to Middenheim. We're going to be cutting it close, that's for sure. We're also going to be raising Norden. I'll have to probably sack that just to save us a turn. Come on, Champion of the Hound, make that attack. You know you want to. It would be helpful if he came to me, because then I can just carry on towards Middenheim. Looks like we're going to have to go to him. Alright, let's get the Marauder Chariot for Ivalder. And Frog and Wulfrik can take on Vashnar. So he can't really back down from this, since it's his job to take me on. We're dealing with a couple of hell cannons again, but this time we're going to have to charge towards them. We are on grassland, so it should be much easier to make this happen. If you have a look at the terrain. Yeah. Although we are going to have to run uphill to hit those hell cannons. Might be a little bit difficult, but we're going to quick save it and fight it on the battle map. Here we are. Actually, they're not even on top of the hill. You would expect them to be on top of the hill. But this means we're probably going to have to move towards them straight away. Although I could move behind this hill to the right. I think we might do that. That way the hell cannons will be a lot less effective and we can actually wait for our reinforcements that are coming in from the right. That works out very nice, actually. Have the Female Warriors stay in front. Need to get the Marauder Horsemen over here as well. I'll have them just sit behind this forest. And the rest of these units, they can all come over here. Great. Let's start the deployment. Start the battle. And we'll move just behind the forest. And we're going to wait for our reinforcements to arrive. Very well. Let's make sure they're all running in and joining us. I'm going to keep things probably in like this direction, honestly. We'll probably have to spread out quite a bit, but that'll be fine. We'll have our javelins move up behind. Let me just pause it whilst I do all of this. I'll keep the warhounds down at the bottom here, and they can probably sneak behind and hit the hell cannons at some point. These trolls need to just come along in front of the infantry line, and we're going to get the giant to join us up there as well. And we're probably going to end up having to move our units before they all get into position because of the hell cannons. But otherwise we're okay. A Throg needs to come up, of course. And we need Wulfrik over here with a Volder on his chariot. And we also have a Manticore to move. Let's get him flying over here. Great. So that should do for now. The Mammoth needs to move over. He can accompany Wulfrik. And then we have the Marauder Hunters that can go on to the end of the line here. Okay. I think that's everything moving. Maybe a couple of chariots that aren't, but otherwise all is okay. We'll have the chariots move up to the far right. And let's group up all of this infantry. We'll include Wulfrik in there. We'll include all of the ice trolls. I'll include the Fimir warriors. Actually, those Fimir warriors need to move to the front line first. And we'll have them join us over there. And we'll move our chariots down, up to the right, the Ice Wolf chariots. They're a bit out of place in the Chaos Wastes, but there we go. Alright, let's add all of these to a group now. Right, I think that's all the melee forces selected. So we'll put them as group 1. Once they get into position, we'll lock them in a control group and just charge forwards. Meanwhile, all of the ranged forces can be group 2. We've got all of our Marauder Horsemen as group 3. Norsca Warhounds as group 4. Okay, looks like they're hitting my units already. Are my units nearly in position? I think they are. Yeah, let's lock them and we'll start to charge. We'll lock the ranged forces and get them to charge forwards as well. Got the chariots out wide. Let's get them going. Gonna be group 5. And the Manticore needs to come in. Probably just going to get that to go straight for a Hell Cannon. Warhounds can move out behind now. Here goes. Let's get these Marauder Cavalry to charge round. That was actually a very nice spell, even though it wasn't exactly where I intended to put it. Let's go for Throg over here. He needs to put his bile down. We'll go for Foe Seeker as well. Deadly Onslaught. Have him charge forwards, and he can, yeah, put his bile onto the Chosen here. Okay, so that's all of those spells down. I think Wulfrik absolutely decimated them with that spell. Pretty damn awesome. We've still got like Fate of Buna to use as well. We can use that on the Chaos Warriors here. And I might also put down the Purple Son of Izarus. We'll have those Warhounds come in behind. We need to also have Marauder Horsemen come up. The chariots need to come in from the top. Look at that. So much damage done with the spells there. Our Mammoth is being hit by the Giant. Let's go deal with the Giant with Wulfrik, and we'll have our Giant take on their Giant as well. Okay, let's charge on down here. Got a downhill charge. Love it. Can't believe those Hell Cannons are still firing. Somehow, in the middle of all of this, they've managed to stay alive and unimpeded. Get these Warhounds to actually get onto them. Definitely just need to stop them from firing. They're obliterating my infantry. Do they stop firing now? I hope so. We've basically made the entire army chain route. Just need to deal with the hell cannons now. And Bashnar the Hound himself.
Scouts for my order.
Yeah, we have a spirit leech we can use, so we'll use that as well. Although it doesn't look like Bashnar's going to last very long. Let's look at his health. Okay, he's dead. All gone. And we've got everything else charging the hell cannons, and I think they're dead as well now. I think there's like maybe one hell cannon left. We've got like our entire army just attacking them. I think we lost a unit somewhere. But oh well. Job done. Decisive victory. And only 222 lost. Our Manticores are very low health now. 197 losses for Throg. I'm wondering if he lost a unit. I don't think we did actually. I think it's just because I'm used to having 20 units in Wulfrik's army. Because he's actually a unit short at the moment. Due to losing a unit in the last episode.
Your skills of war are unmatched, my lord. These so-called champions were but mere lambs to the slaughter. One would think this is just a taste of what is yet still to come. Press forth, my lord, and send what remains of these foes to oblivion.
Gonna sacrifice the captives here. And we have a quest issued. The Crow's Challenger. The ancient crow god is very established amongst the Norscan tribes, personified as a gigantic and massively bloated creature surrounded by dark clouds of tiny demonic insects. It is thought to be a generous spirit, always interested in the plight of its mortal followers. Now, however, even the crow's generosity has worn thin. Observing your defeat of the other petty god's champions, it is angry that the killing was not done in its name, so is sending a repulsive challenger to deliver punishment. The Crow's Challenger is on his way, and that's a serious army he's got there. But our mission was successful to defeat Bashnar the Hound, and he was killed in battle. And I gained Armor of Destiny, and Follower gained. There we go. Okay, so we need to probably finish him off, if we can. Let's just go crush him with Throg. Probably going to be an auto-resolve. And we will sacrifice the captives again. Calendar of the Hound destroyed. It's time to run back towards Middenheim as soon as possible. Because we need to crush Middenheim to get some cash. Let's give Woundmaker to Wulfrik. When we get the 15%, that will make him do a lot of damage. His health at the moment is absolutely crazy with that mammoth as well. Let's jump onto water here with Azric. We'll continue towards Norden. Dregra has leveled up. Let's give him the Flaming Sword of Ruin. We can actually attack Norden. Oh, never mind. That was just the agent. I was going to say this turn, but we can't. We'll destroy Norden, and then we'll move down with Azric towards the other provinces of Kislev. Meanwhile, we're going to take on Middenheim. Let's upgrade Throg. He has another level we can use. Doesn't need Quicksilver or Indomitable. Probably doesn't need the melee attack either. So we might be able to go towards bonuses for Norscan trolls and ice trolls. Yeah, that would be a good idea, since we are going to be using plenty of trolls in this army. Let's end the turn.
Speak, vampire, but you'll find no blood to drink here.
1,800 for a non-aggression pact. I'm still not going to take it.
The chieftains want pillage.
And they're going to offer me a peace treaty, but we're not going to take it. And the Challenger of the Serpent is somewhere as well. We need to make sure we go take them out. Norden here can just be auto-resolved. And we didn't lose a single unit. Gonna raise that for the Eagle. Let's upgrade Jason. Gonna give him Gehenna's Golden Hounds. Probably the best spell that the metal sorcerers can gain access to. It's quite nice and disruptive. I'm going to move my 50% into enemy territory here, and we're going to go into raiding camp, and we'll have Throg follow up. He can't go into a raiding camp this turn, but this is going to allow Wulfrik to gain some replenishment, which will be nice. But that's all for now. Again, we're going to move on to the next turn. The extra 1,000 from raiding will help out with the upkeep, which is good. Be nice to finally be on top of my cash again. Maybe get to the point where I can actually afford the armies that I'm currently running. I'll never be able to completely cancel out the income, but I might at some point be able to have enough cash that I can start building buildings again. Move as far as we can with Azaric. And then we'll march even further. I really want to find the serpent guy. I kind of feel like he's coming back north.
I eat my enemies.
Gonna move as far as I can with Throg and go into raiding camp. And we'll move Wulfrik a little bit further and go into raiding camp as well.
On the move. The correct path.
Because we need all the replenishment we can get before we're attacking a full stack in Middenheim. Again, let's move on to the next turn. Getting through these turns relatively quickly. We're on almost turn 100.
Your demeanor tells me you aren't here to duel.
Going to keep denying the vampire counts of their offers because I don't believe that it's ever worth me
Today you
to get a non-aggression pact or defensive alliance with them. Kislev would like a peace treaty, but we're not going to give them that either. And here we are. So where is the serpent gone? Because they are still alive. Just going to move up north here. There they are. Arbol, Hackbile. Have to keep an eye on where they go. Right, meanwhile, let's grab Wulfrik, start the siege of Middenheim. They actually have Hellstorm rocket batteries. I think they're kind of skewing the auto-resolve bar there a little bit, but we should be able to just siege this straight away. Yeah, let's quick save this and fight it on the battle map. Here we are. Boris Todbringer has managed to get his way back to Middenheim and is defending his homeland. Let's set up my troops to scale the walls over here. We'll put 3 up on the left, 1 up on the left side of the gate, 1 up on the right side. Gonna put the Brutes of the Hound up on the right side.
Now is our time. What?
So we'll do it like so. And the reason I'm moving around to this side is because the reinforcements are coming in behind us. Let's get them Marauder Hunters of Javelins spread out. And there's a lot of units that will just have to charge the gates. So we'll have, for example, the Familiar Warriors here, the Mammoth, of course, we have Wulfrik as well. The Chariots can stay back for now and charge in once the gates are down, and same with the Marauder Horsemen. The Manticore, kind of tempted to keep the Manticore out of this one because I feel like it's going to die if I put him in there. Let's start the deployment, start the battle. Give all the orders. There we go. Right, we have, of course, the reinforcements coming in very quickly. Throg can run to the gate. Their towers are actually upgraded quite a lot, so they're going to do quite a lot of damage to us. Going to have all the infantry move to the same side as the ones already on the walls. Minimize the amount the towers can fire at me, that is. We'll have the Marauder Hunters with Javelins here. Join the other Marauder Hunters with Javelins in front of the gate. All the Ice Trolls need to hit the gate itself with the Giant. And we have the Warhounds and the remaining Marauder Horsemen that can chill out in the forest to the right. So the gate damage is quite substantial here. Looks like some friendly fire going on there, those Hellstorm rocket batteries. They might be able to hit my units coming up quite a lot actually. But as soon as we get near the walls, they're just going to be friendly firing all the time. Is the gate down yet? 63%. Nearly there. Frog's also on his way. As soon as that's broken down, we're just going to charge in here. I also need to get a Volder to come up. Alright, so they can be grouped. I'm going to charge on through. Need to make sure that all of these units are coming through as well. And I'm going to send off my ability. Put it through all of these units. Okay, they didn't quite hit the mark, but there we go. Right, and we can also go for the Storm now with the Ancient Frostworm scale, because they're just going to charge loads of stuff into us. But what I'm going to do first is Fate of Buna. And then we're going to have the Frostworm scale go down. Crazy stuff. Hopefully that will do a lot of damage. Right, we need to make sure that our infantry is actually going up the walls here, not just standing around getting hit by the towers. Javelins can just keep throwing from their positions, that's fine. And what do we want to do with Throg? We do have Tormentor Sword we can use. Or we want to use Deadly Onslaught as well. Evolder could put down the Purple Sun of Zarus, but I don't think we need to. It might end up hitting more of my own guys than anyone else. So we're going to add all of these trolls to Group 1. Just so that we can have them all move through and crush the opponents here. They're already doing loads of damage. Those rockets. coming in the Hellstorm rocket batteries. I think they're doing more friendly fire, like I was saying, than anything else. Need to have the Warhounds come in now. All of these units by the gate, they can help deal with the flagellants. And then we'll have the Warhounds come in and go the opposite direction. So yeah, we'll just have them all break through up to the halberdiers, I think. And the Warhounds can come in and crush anything left behind. Here they come. Let's make sure we're engaging the swordsmen on the walls here. Those rocket batteries are actually doing quite a lot of damage. Can we do a spell through here? We can. Let's do that. Mara managed to get all the way through. Let's continue to break through here. Just going to ignore Boris Todbringer. He's standing in our way. We can just run over him. No worries. And what I'm going to do is also bring in Evolder now. And we're going to try and go for a Purple Sun into the middle here. Can we upgrade that? What does it do? Extended effect duration. Yeah, we can try that. Here we go. Where's it going? It looks like it's going towards the mortars over here. Yeah, a lot of the units starting to rout now. It's kind of gone off in a weird direction. Need to get these Marauder Horsemen in now. And we need to get all of these units off the walls. Oh, look at that chain route in the center there. Love it. They're all gone. Just got to take care of the rest of the flagellants. And that's job done. There's one left on the wall there. I think there's one left down here, maybe. Actually, those are just my berserkers. Great. Close victory. I knew we were going to take a lot of losses, but did really well there. I didn't even bring my chariots in. That's a good point, actually. Oh well. Didn't matter in the end. So the sheer weight of all of those units going through the gate with like the ice trolls, the mammoths, and like Throg. Absolutely crazy. There's nothing they can do to stop that. Not with the units they have, anyway. So we're going to sack Middenheim for 22,000. Very nice. Extra trait gained for Wulfrik as well. We're going to go into raiding camp to replenish our troops. And unfortunately, guys, that has been my time, so I'm going to have to leave it here. Next time, we will raze Middenheim to the ground, and then we will continue down to Altdorf, which is currently under siege by the looks of things, and try and take that down and crush it. I also want to take down the Altdorf, or occupy Altdorf, so that we can complete our technology here to get the secrets of steel and magic, which should be nice. But either way, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.